Thanks for coming back for another episode of Rise of Tryhard's Sunset Canyon Domination. I'm here to tell you about an unfortunate event that happened for me personally, something very good for our alliance, but not great for me. Let me take you back to yesterday. I fought our whale, and it went, pretty well, about normal. You see, I still had 3 marches up. The way this fight went down, I tanked 2 of his weaker marches with my Joan here, and she held up pretty well. I tanked his Minamoto and his level 57 Minamoto and his expertise Sun Tzu up here with my City Keeper and behind an archer. And City Keeper died quick, but Joan held up pretty well, and overall, in the end, I had 3 marches left. Okay, so then something terrible happened. Notice from overnight, yesterday, he had a level 57 Minamoto, which is crazy high for our server right now. And then a few hours later, he has a level 59 Minamoto. Oh goodness, a level 59 Minamoto is it was too much. It was too much for me. And not only did I die trying to fight him, he still had 50,000 troops left for his Minamoto, 53,000 troops. So I used a similar strategy I had been using, where I tanked this top row is the Minamoto, and I tanked his Minamoto with my Sun Tzu and also an archer to try to get rid of that Sun Tzu in the front. But while Minamoto was still in the white, my Sun Tzu was dying here. And, City Keeper's doing okay down here, and Joan's doing okay here, but look how much health they have here, and Sun Tzu is gone. So this was a pretty bad loss. I'm like, okay, well that was a bummer. Let me try a different arrangement. And this time I put I lost again as a preview. This time his Minamoto still had 41,000 troops left, which is less, but still a lot. This time I put let's see what I did. Okay, yeah, this time I put City Keeper on the top, along with the archer again, and Sun Tzu was in the middle, and Sun Tzu and Ethelfled were able to apply their debuff to all the marches, and that's good. But again, let's look at how fast this City Keeper dies in comparison to where his Minamoto is still in the white. It's too much. It's too much Minamoto. A level 59 Minamoto, and he has VIP 14, I think, which means he gets plus 5% unit capacity automatically, plus 5% base health, and plus 5 attack. So really the game is, I don't want to make excuses, but the game is rigged in favor of the whales, and it's very hard when he got his Minamoto that many levels. I mean, I even had him 2v1, but the Minamoto is too strong. He's too strong. And oof. So I kind of gave up a little bit. I was able to get back in the lead, the rankings. Yesterday I got a few points ahead of him by fighting some other people. So I did end up, number 1 this week every day, each of the dailies. But this is the problem if I can't beat him. So again, this morning, after the reset, he attacked me and beat me again, pretty similarly. This time, he did a different tactic. Since I'm defending, he has a lot of flexibility in how he's going to attack. So he put 3 troops on the Joan, and then his 2 superheroes on the Sun Tzu, and ignored my upper march, and that was effective for him. It was effective because the Sun Tzu is or the Minamoto, again, it's just so strong. He's still in the white here, while my Joan's going to die from the extra march you put on him. And yeah, my Joan takes out his buy bars, which is cool. But City Keeper is, or Sun Tzu is going down while Minamoto is still in the white. So this requires drastic interventions. Drastic interventions. So we have to beat him. Like, we have to beat him, or we have to give up on trying to be number one. And in Rise of Tryhards, we keep trying. We do not give up. The good news is, like, he can only get a little bit more strong with his Minamoto, and I have a lot of room to get stronger because, like most of the players in this server, my commanders are in the 40s. People are in the 30s and 40s and low 40s and low 40s and low to mid 40s, low 40s, one level 50. That's the other whale. Low 40s, low 40s, high 40. So him having a level 59 6-starred expertise Minamoto is way, way outside the bounds of what's normal. So that's like my consolation. Like, he is not going to get like massive. That one march is not going to get massively stronger. But I'm not good enough. Like, this march, what I have is not good enough to beat him. No matter how I move things around, and an extra piece of equipment is not going to matter. So I'm going to do something drastic. I put out a 911 call to my buddy, the Logic Bank, and he's like, yeah, he's really strong. And he started asking me about what commanders I have and what levels I have. Like, for example, let's go look at the commanders that I have, and I'll kind of go through a similar exercise that I did with him. So my Minamoto, looks like I just leveled up. That was great. I've been grinding some levels in the hopes of trying to get up. I don't want march speed. I want attack. Yep, I'll take that. Great. Okay, so I got 2 commanders from the last 6 hours. I've gotten 2 commanders to 48. Both these guys are 48 now, which is great. But Sun Tzu is non-expertise. Kusunoki is 5111. Joan is 5533. And he was asking me, well, what do you have? What else do you have? You have Thutmose? I'm like, yeah, I have Thutmose, but Thutmose is only 2111. He's like, okay, well, that is some damage that you could bring in elsewhere. What about your Cow? And I was like, yeah, my Cow, I've not even starred him up. I've been trying to save my stars. But I have this first one to 5. He's like, okay, well, that's not really helping your cavalry. Like, yeah, you have him paired up with Minamoto, but there's nothing specific in Cow to cavalry here. So you don't have to have him with your Minamoto. And we're looking for attack reduction, saving us from that Minamoto who's just destroying us. And like, hey, Cow has attack reduction. He's like, what else do you have? I'm like, well, I still have this Tomo. She's 5555. So that's an extra archer. He's like, okay, well, let's reconfigure some things. Let's take, this is kind of working through in chat with him. I haven't tested it out yet, but we're about to test it right now. So we're going to challenge him again, and we're going to reconfigure everything. We're going to take, we're going to leave Joan how Joan is. And Joan is going to tank the horrible row. Behind Joan is going to be Minamoto, and they're going to get wrecked. But we're going to steal Cow away from Minamoto, and we're going to. We also talked about Cleopatra. He's like, Cleopatra is like, yeah, she's okay for the first few weeks of Sunset, but we're past the point where Cleopatra is relevant for Sunset. Like, this is not enough healing to be relevant. So we're going to take Cleopatra out. We're going to leave Joan and Matilda. We're going to leave Sun and Ethelfled. But we're going to steal Thutmose away from Kusunoki. we're going to put the blue archer back here, and we're going to give Thutmose, we need AoE damage, because while Minamoto is up here attacking Sun Tzu, his Minamoto behind Sun Tzu is getting no damage. So we're going to take Thutmose and put Thutmose, pair Thutmose up with Minamoto, so we actually have at least some AoE that can get to the Minamoto. And we're also going to take behind City Keeper, we're going to add Cow Cow. Cow Cow, you wouldn't think would be a pairing you would add with City Keeper with a tank, but I mean, the target does lose 40% attack. That's pretty nice. And we add a bunch of direct damage. So we're going to do that. Here's 2 cavalry. So we're like, hey, that's 2 cavalry in one row. Infantry counters cavalry. So what if, and this is non-traditional, but what if we put both tanks that are both cavalry, and we do our very best to protect City Keeper while these cavalry die, in the hopes that City Keeper will come out of killing these 2, and be full health, practically full health, to come up and go 1v1 with Minamoto, who may be half health. Now, if you look at the number of troops, like, we have similar levels, but again, like I was talking before, VIP 14 is giving him plus 5% troop capacity. Like, it's again kind of not fair. So we're going to put Kusunoki here. We're going to meet Thutmose. We're going to hope that Baibars is AoE, but he's defending. So when he defends, Baibars is going to go up, he's going to swing up, and he's going to AoE down. So hopefully we'll save Joan and Minamoto from that AoE. Minamoto will get some AoE and the debuff from Sun. Sun will live a little bit longer. City Keeper will come out, and we're going to rely on City Keeper to save the day. And it's kind of interesting to rely on a green commander to save the day, but that's what we're going to do. So that's the test. I'm super eager to see what happens. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So we want these cavalry to die like so fast. And we see Baibars zoom up. And so Baibars is not gonna hit Joan or Minamoto back there. Yeah, City Keeper is still in the white, which is great. Our plan is City Keeper comes out of this mostly full. Sun is dead. Joan is dead. My son is dead. City Keeper is still alive. Hey, Sun Tzu is still alive. We're doing okay. We have a chance. But look at this white health bar on Minamoto. So he's down to 2 marches, and this one's weak. It's 3v2, and my 2 are gonna die fighting off this Baibars, but hopefully this 2v2, is it gonna be enough? Is it gonna be enough? Oh my goodness, City Keeper is just getting wrecked. He's getting wrecked. Oh my goodness. I need better commanders. Okay, so we're left again with the archer, and it's too much Minamoto. I don't know what to do. It's too much Minamoto. I did get down to 4v2, I think, at one point there, but the Minamoto is just too strong. So what did he end up with? Still 50,000 Minamotos. It's like, goodness gracious. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I need better commanders. I need to get them all leveled up. In the meantime, I might be stuck here in second place, but that was an update for today. Please leave comments if you can think of something that I can beat this guy. I'm really struggling. All right, have a good day. Bye-bye.